I'm not sick of it at all. I'm extremely excited, mainly because I'm a history buff. So I would like to see history. Even if it wasn't my team, I would be rooting for anyone that's chasing history. So I'm super excited about that opportunity for my Chiefs.
Dante, it's hard to beat good teams and beat them repeatedly. It's been 3 years or three times between now and 2020 that the Chiefs have ended the Bills season in the playoffs, two in the divisional round, one in the championship round. They look to do it now for a fourth time. How about just that this is another matchup and it feels like at some point the Bills are due to win one?
I'm old enough to remember the Peyton Manning and Tom Brady era, right?
Yeah.
When Tom Brady and the Patriots just kept beating the Colts and Peyton Manning couldn't get over the hump. Eventually, Manning got over that hump. I'm just hoping Josh Allen doesn't get over that hump this year. Let us make history first and then get over the hump.
Do you think, and I know it's hard to get into their heads, but do you think there's a mental block? I mean, do they feel like something's going to go wrong for them when they come into town?
I'm
Because
not sure
that's
if
what's
they're
happening.
going into it thinking something is going to go wrong, but they
Right.
definitely have a mental block. I can tell you as a player, you hear all the noise from the media. It's almost impossible,
Yeah.
especially this day and age. So they hear it, they feel it, and it definitely can creep into your head if you have any little thing go wrong. And that's the disadvantage that they're at. It's like, oh no, here we go again. So that's what they're going to have to battle and try to overcome.
Patrick, I think, is already considered one of the five best quarterbacks ever. I've heard people say if he wins this one, they're putting him at the top of the list. But Josh Allen is likely going to be the NFL's MVP. Who has the quarterback advantage on Sunday, Dante?
Neither. I really think these two guys wipe each other's
Yeah.
out as far as what they bring to the table. I honestly think it's going to come down to other aspects of the game, special teams, defense, coaching. These guys are so great, both of them. Of course, I think Mahomes is the GOAT. Now, we don't have to wait until after this game. I already
Really?
put him as my GOAT, but Josh Allen is a formidable foe, and I think he's just as legit as Mahomes. So those two guys wash each other out, in my opinion.
Are you watching from home, Dante? Or are you going to get to go out to Arrowhead this
I
weekend?
would be there. Fun fact, in the 7 year run that they've been on, I only missed one AFC championship game. Actually, only one playoff game. That was
Wow.
when they lost to Joe Burrow and the Bengals. So I said, I'll never miss again. It's my
You,
fault. It was all
it's your
my
fault.
fault.
You jinxed them by
I
not being
jinxed them.
there.
So I will be in the building on Sunday for sure.
Do we think Taylor Swift will be in the building? I would expect she would be. Do you think
Of
Taylor Swift?
course, of course, she'll be in the building. She's a big Chiefs Kingdom fan now, and
Yeah.
I expect her to be there rooting on and cheering on her man and her team.
Have you had a chance to meet her at all yet?
I actually have, and to be honest, man, I didn't dislike her, but
Right.
her music just wasn't for me, right?
Right.
But I had the opportunity to meet her. I walked away. I was a Swiftie after engaging with her. She is so down to earth. She's super witty, super engaging, and just one hell of a human being. So to be the most popular person on planet Earth, to be that humbled and be that down to earth, I walked away being an ultimate Swiftie. So I'm a Swiftie now.
That's so cool to hear. Two quick ones for you, then I'll get you out of here. I know what you're going to say. Oh, Chiefs, Bills, who wins this game? And you've got a score that comes to mind.
Um, just looking at the past, obviously I think the Chiefs are going to
Right.
win.
Right.
But I think it's going to be somewhat a high scoring
High
game. I
score.
got my Chiefs winning 20, 28, 24
I
Chiefs.
like that. Hey, that'd be a hell of a fun game to watch. Kickoff rules.
Mhm.
It's very different, obviously. You were so fun to watch on these kickoff plays. Dante, I mean, do you like the rules now, or do you feel like something needs to change and the NFL should take action next season?
I like the rules in the sense of the dedication to keeping the kick return part of the game.
Yeah.
There were talk that eventually they were going to get rid of it. So I like the fact that they tried to incentivize actual returns, right? So I do appreciate that part. I like the old rules, obviously, for my own sake. Now, if they want to make it better and really incentivize returns and have more returns, next year, I think they should keep the rules in place because safety is, at the forefront. So I don't have a problem with that. But if you want more returns, Leave everything the same except move the kicker back 10 yards. Now you're guaranteed a kick every time, and the guys are not having that build up and running down 70 yards and then having a collision, right? So you can still keep everything in place that you have as far as safety. Just move that kicker back 10 yards, and then you will get 0 touchbacks and 100% returns.
I love that idea. You get more kickoff returns, but they're safer. That sounds like a wonderful idea. And there's obviously nobody that's a better authority to talk about this than you.
So, Roger Goodell, if you're listening,
Yeah.
hey, let's make that happen next year, Roger.
Has anyone talked about that? I haven't heard that, Dante. Is that
I
something
haven't
that,
heard it either. I have a relationship with Roger.
yeah.
Not his phone numbers. If I had his phone number, I would have been texting. But when we come across each other, it's always great interaction. So the next time I see him, I'm going to plant that little bug right in his ear.
Yes, you're going to save the play. Dante, thank you so much. Have fun out there at Arrowhead this weekend. We'll obviously all be watching, and maybe we get back next week to preview a Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Go Chiefs.